Productions be the difference, and our own Uncle White joins us for food for thoughts. Just the tip of what we don't know. Uncle Ibo, morning.
Gotcha, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
And how was your weekend?
Oh, it was really good. I guess you're still preparing for just the tip.
Yes, which opens to the public on Friday. Oh, by the way, we'll need you at the front at the gate. Okay. So your position at the gate will still be open.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So report for duty.
I copy that.
But once you report for duty, you have 3 tickets for you. It is not for you to use for yourself. You, because you'll be at the gate, will not need a ticket. But you have 3 tickets. And those are tickets over and above what I do for the rest of the team.
Oh, Uncle, thank you. But now you're giving me pressure.
Yes, all your friends are going to call you.
First come, first serve.
Well, already, as we have intimated, this weekend, starting from Friday, my latest play, Just the Tip, opens to the public, and it will run to the 2nd of April. If you haven't already obtained your ticket, Mamaji will tell you how to do so, where to go. But you can also try star 365 star 535 hash, and you'll get your ticket. Just the tip, I keep saying, is the most significant of my plays, and come and find the reason. Again, come with make your expectations as high as it is, and I guarantee you, we will still exceed it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Now, the last Thursday, I told you about attending Ghana's 2023 summit at Asamando, convened by Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It is an annual summit open to all the men who have ruled Ghana and have passed on to the hereafter, what the accounts call Asamando. This year, the departed heads of state were honored with the appearance of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. She interacted briefly with them and took her leave. The meeting then took a break to see Her Majesty off. When they returned, Osajifo called the meeting to order. He said, "Fellow leaders, I'm sure you have been following the developments back home in Ghana. Things are tough than they have ever been. I want us to address that today." JJ took the floor and said, "The problem is corruption and incompetence. We need a revolution." Levi said, "You mean like the one you led? How did that work? What did that change in Ghana?" Buzia said, "Can we just agree that all interventions in the democratic aspirations of our people set the nation back many years? When democratically elected leaders fail, the answer is not the imposition on the people of those they have not voted for." He said, "I mean, look at us in this room. Ankara, Kotoka, and the Free thought they could do better than Nkrumah. Did they? Echafo thought he could do better than me. Did he? Liman jumped in and said, and Jato here thought he could do better than me. Did he?" William said, "We need to understand that when it comes to governance, good intentions are not enough. The will of the people must be respected at all times." JJ said, "Are you saying that if the leaders the people voted for are messing up, we should just watch and allow them to continue messing up?" Liman said, "If the people voted for them, then the painful answer is yes. We have to let our people take responsibility for the leaders they put in office." I agree with Dr. Liman, Professor Kamel said. Our people should ask themselves who put the bad leaders in power. It is time our people took their votes seriously and stopped voting along tribal and ethnic lines. And Nkrumah said, "Gentlemen, we all know what is going on. I would like to know what each of you would have done if you were in the current president's shoes." JJ said, "I would fire all my ministers." Would you? Professor Mills asked. The men broke into laughter. JJ saw where Prof was going with that question, and he joined in the laughter and said, easier said than done, right? Professor Mills said, you know what I think? It is the people around us who cause the problem. True, said Nkrumah, but who put them around us? When the tail whacks the dog, can we blame the tail? The man said, it is not as easy as that. Yes, on paper, the leader has all the power, but in reality, you can have kingmakers and financiers who are more powerful. The president is as strong and clean as the people around him want him to be. Adamel kept nodding. He said, in my case, I often wondered who was the president, me or those I appointed to help me discharge my responsibilities to Ghana. I give clear orders and they say, yes, Mr. President. And then I discover later that my orders have not been carried out. And when I decide to dismiss those involved, I'm giving all kinds of reasons why those people cannot be sacked. I did not take anybody's person, but now I discover that people enrich themselves in my name. And I said, can I ask a silly question? Does a certain president know that things are not going that well for the people? Does he know he's failing the people? As Amel said, did any of us know we were failing? Of course, we now understand what causes the blindness to make us completely oblivious to our poor performance. The question is, knowing what we know now, what can we do to help the incumbent? General Anka said, we know he needs help, but does he want help? If he thinks he's doing very well, why will he seek for acceptance? They were all silent for a while, as each of them was lost in their own recollections of their time in office. Nkrumah said, you know, I was very convinced that Ghanaians would rise against the coup that overthrew me. Everyone said, Ghanaians were at the time fed up with you. Nkrumah said, not according to the reports I was receiving. According to those reports, Ghanaians wanted me to rule forever because they had never had it so good under my rule. The men burst into laughter. That was a painful kind of laughter, almost like the laughter of self-mockery. A chaplain said, according to the briefs I was receiving on a daily basis, Unigop was very popular and Ghanaians were begging for it. Again, another painful laughter. This time, I saw one or two of them wipe their tears. Every one of them had at one time or the other been deceived into believing that he was doing very well and had only found the truth out after he had left office. Each was evaluating himself in his days in power, and the picture was not flattering for any of them. JJ said, if only. The others nodded and said, we know. And they were silent for a long time. Then Osagifo got up and turned to us, the guests, and said, ladies and gentlemen from the land of the living, it looks like this meeting will go way beyond the time you are allowed to stay here. If you exceed your stay, I am afraid you may not be able to return to the land of the living. And so I suggest that you leave now. Just one question before you leave. Have any of you been to any cemetery in Ghana before? If you have, did you read the notice at the gate as you went in and as you came out? I raised my hand and said, the sign at Osu Cemetery reads, we were once like you. And on the way out, there's another sign that reads, someday you'll be like us. Nkrumah said, that is the message for your leaders. We also, once upon a time, held power and were deceived into thinking that we were doing very well when we were failing. We want the leaders to understand that someday it will be over for them, and all they'll be left with is a regret of what they could have achieved, if only. And he will not say more. If only what? I asked. If only. he said, and waved us away. And Mama V, that is my presentation for this morning.
If only.
Yeah, if only.
Uncle.
Yes, madam.
Thank you very much for another food for thought.
Welcome and have a fantastic day.
I wish the same. That's Uncle White with Food for Thoughts, brought to you by Riverman Productions. Be the difference. So there are 3 plays coming up starting this weekend. I'll tell you how you can watch Just the Tip. I know boys are waiting. Just the tip of what they keep asking. That's Uncle White's latest play. It shows at the National Theatre, and this time is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I'll tell you where you can get a ticket, how you can be part of this. But we've got the Joy Business Minutes coming.